her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
The WNBA is in a frenzy, and it's completely justified. Caitlin Clark has just shown why she's truly a once-in-a-generation talent. She's become the first athlete since Michael Jordan to receive her own signature basketball shoe. Yes, that Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the most iconic and valuable athlete of all time.
Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
And Caitlin has reached that elite status in just her rookie season in the WNBA. Her influence goes far beyond basketball fans. She's making waves across the entire sports world.
It was like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Her talent is on an entirely different level, so far ahead that players like Angel Reese can only aspire to reach it. But when you're that exceptional, envy comes with the territory. Criticism and haters are simply part of the deal when you're dominating the sport and reshaping its culture at the same time. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete, she's a movement, and both supporters and skeptics recognize it. What's wild is that I only really noticed her last year during the LSU matchup. Since then, Clark has completely rewritten the narrative of women's basketball and, honestly, the broader sports industry as a whole. She's not just making history, she's redefining it. In case you missed it, Clark has landed a major deal with Wilson Sporting Goods, becoming the first athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own signature basketball collection. Yes, that Michael Jordan. This is a monumental shift that places her in a category all her own. And let's be clear, this isn't just about putting her name on a product. This deal represents influence, progress, and undeniable proof that women in sports are no longer accepting crumbs. For decades, women's basketball has been overlooked, underfunded, and undervalued. Clark is charging through those barriers as if they never existed. Her partnership with Wilson isn't just a personal victory, it's a huge win for every female athlete fighting for visibility and respect.
Her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
She's been breaking records and defenders since her college days. Remember Pete Maravich's legendary NCAA scoring record? Clark didn't just beat it, she obliterated it. She powered Iowa to major wins and, while everyone else was trying to keep up, she was busy building a legacy. Caitlin Clark isn't merely a basketball player, she's a true game changer. Calling her the Michael Jordan of women's basketball might sound bold at first, but look closer. Just as MJ turned basketball into a global spectacle, Clark is transforming the WNBA and women's sports overall. She has the skill set, the charisma, and most importantly, the star power to attract audiences who previously wouldn't have paid attention to women's basketball. And the numbers prove it. Games featuring Clark have seen viewership explode to nearly 3 times the WNBA average. National broadcasts are drawing around 1.32 million viewers, figures impressive enough to rival even the NBA. She's not just filling seats, she's packing entire arenas. The Indiana Fever shattered attendance records this season, welcoming more than 340,000 fans. That's not coincidence, it's a movement. The impact goes beyond the arena as well. The WNBA's digital presence has surged dramatically. In just the first week of the season, the league's social media platforms generated 157 million video views, a staggering 380% increase from last year. And at the center of all that momentum, Caitlin Clark.
Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. 2 of them being Messi and Ronaldo.
She's not just competing on the court, she's driving the conversation, the clicks, and the engagement. Clark isn't just marketable, she's outperforming some of the biggest names in global sports. In fact, she's ranked ahead of international superstars like Messi and Ronaldo in marketability. From an economic standpoint, she's a one-woman gold mine. The WNBA's merchandise store has seen record-breaking sales, with Clark leading jersey purchases. Fever merchandise alone jumped by more than 1,000%. Yes, over 1,000% because of a single rookie. That's not ordinary popularity. That's a movement. Sponsorships are surging as well. The league's sponsor media value reached $136 million this year, and nearly half of that is directly connected to Clark and the Indiana Fever. She's elevated brand partnerships into an art form, landing high-profile deals and proving that investing in women's sports isn't just the right thing to do, it's smart business. Her placement on global athlete marketability rankings ahead of icons like Messi, Ronaldo, and even Steph Curry is nothing short of remarkable. Clark's influence also extends beyond basketball and into the local economy. In Indianapolis alone, her impact is estimated at $36 million, driven by ticket sales, merchandise, and the ripple effect on surrounding businesses. She's single-handedly boosting the city's economy, and she's only getting started. Caitlin Clark's rise isn't just about statistics or records. It's a cultural reset. She represents the blueprint for how women's basketball can look, feel, and thrive in the modern era. Young athletes everywhere see her and think, that could be me. Her true impact goes beyond the numbers. It's in how she's rewritten the narrative.
People weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball.
She's not just a basketball player. She's a living, breathing revolution. In 2024, Time magazine made a powerful statement by naming Caitlin Clark Athlete of the Year. Let that sink in. Not Basketball Player of the Year, not Women's Athlete of the Year, Athlete of the Year. That honor is reserved for individuals who redefine what's possible, and Clark is doing exactly that. This recognition isn't just praise, it's a global spotlight on her and, by extension, on women's basketball. Frankly, it's a moment that should have come much sooner. For a long time, many people were hesitant or slow to fully appreciate just how special Clark is. But the truth is undeniable. She can flat out play. And her impact doesn't stop on the court. Off it, she commands just as much attention. When she appeared at the Time dinner in New York City, it wasn't just another public outing. It was a statement. She wasn't simply attending as an athlete. She was there as a cultural force. Clark is proving that she's more than a sports star. She's a cultural icon, standing shoulder to shoulder with the most influential people in the world. She's showing that athletes belong everywhere, in boardrooms, on red carpets, and at the center of major conversations. And with every step she takes beyond the game, she continues to expand what's possible, not just for herself, but for women's sports as a whole. This represents a massive step forward for women in sports. At this point, comparing Caitlin Clark to Tiger Woods isn't exaggeration, it's reality. Just as Tiger transformed golf into must-watch television and completely reshaped its financial landscape, Clark is doing the same for women's basketball. She's changing how the game is perceived, proving it's not only worth watching, but worth investing in, marketing, and obsessing over. Very few athletes in history have wielded this level of influence, yet Clark has already entered that elite category. She's been an outstanding ambassador for the sport, lifting everyone around her and expanding opportunities across the board. But with that kind of power, inevitably comes controversy. Her rapid rise hasn't been entirely smooth within the WNBA. Some veteran players haven't been thrilled with the attention she's receiving, and that reaction is understandable. Clark's immediate stardom and multi-million-dollar deals have shined a harsh light on long-standing issues in the league: pay gaps, lack of visibility, and the ongoing fight for respect. She didn't create these tensions, she revealed them. And now, the league is finally being forced to respond. The WNBA recently committed $50 million to charter flights and began negotiations on a new collective bargaining agreement aimed at increasing player salaries.